Hello gang, welcome back. It's another episode of Thames FC and you can see there we sit second in the league table. I'm excited to do this episode. We've got an FA Cup game coming up. The League Cup is obviously over now, that journey's finished, and hopefully my audio quality sounds a little bit better than it has in the last couple of episodes. Sorry about that folks. But today then, we face off against Gillingham and then Plymouth to come in the FA Cup. That should be, I don't want to say easy, but it should be easy. Plymouth are rock bottom of League 2. We're flying high in League 1. I feel like we've got a good chance. But this is how we've been doing since our last meeting. It was the 6-3 win over Chelsea. It wasn't. We lost it, Ben. Oh, the fact I've said win as well. Like I believed it was possible. I did believe it was possible. That was part of the problem. But no, since that game, some more defeats have occurred. We've been pretty good all season, but that game sort of threw us off a little bit. A 3-1 defeat to Luton. There's people that wanted me to do the Luton game. Sorry, folks, but you did get your win. So if you're a Luton fan, you'll be happy with that, I'm sure. 3-1 win against Notts County. Defeat to Crystal Palace, which means we're out of the Checkatrade Trophy again. I mean, it's happened again, folks. I know. Really, I should be doing it. That should be a video on its own. Winning at Yeovil and a draw against Wickham, a 4-4, not ideal. We kind of threw it away a little bit as well. Not our best work, but regardless of that, 1-0 win in the FA Cup, and obviously that was Cambridge, second round to come today, and we've got 2 games there. We should win them both, in theory. Gillingham, our first team, you can see there, second in the table, as I mentioned before, and we've got lots of games in hand. That League Cup run and some Checkatrade Trophy games have meant that we've got loads of games spare. Not only that, but I've been able to postpone games due to the fact that we've had international players available at away, so we've been able to postpone games, which has been really helpful, especially when it comes to giving our full strength team the opportunity to play on a regular basis. Right then, Gillingham, as I mentioned before, not the best team in the world, 11th position, should beat them, and if we do, if results go away, we'll go to the top of the table. Do Southend play? So a win then could, well no, goal different, no it can't. We could get close though. I didn't actually talk about it, but in that Yeovil game, Otadal got 4 goals. The Yeovil game was quite interesting, actually. I should probably touch on it. We were 2-1 down in the 85th minute, and then Otadal decided to put on his cape and become the superhero that we know and love, and got 3 goals in the space of 4 minutes, or whatever it was, like 9 minutes. And, yeah, not bad. 4 goals for him. His season is getting ever better. It's ridiculous. For a man with 10 composure, 11 off the ball, and 11 finishing, his pace helps him out an awful lot. And looking at the team for today's game then, Otadal and Rogers will be out front. Holmes will play just behind. Burgess is currently suspended and unavailable, as is Thomas Hughes, so Holmes is going to play in there. We've got McDonald and Foster, Smith just behind, Welsh, Holness, Murray and Wolfenden, Fitzpatrick in goal. Jamie Wilkinson out injured again, 3 to 4 months with a hip injury. That's even worse. So in the January, I might even consider bringing someone else in. I didn't mention it last time, but I should mention it now. We broke the million mark. It was up to 1.3. We lose money every month. But yeah, Chelsea, thank you very much for the help you gave us there. You can see, if you look at gate receipts, this year, 2 million in gate receipts. I think we got about 500,000 for the Chelsea game. So thank you very much. 50,000 people went to that game. I appreciate it there. Like 50,000 people. We got half the... Okay, let's get stuck in. First game, Gillingham coming up. Let's get it. I always have to put David Collett into the team. Not that I want to. I actually have to because he's homegrown. Like that, he's the only player we've got. We'll take the keeper out. I don't have any, that's a bit of a worry. I don't have any other players that have come through our academy. We've been pretty regen-light for a good number of years recently. I have put in a request to the board though to up the training and youth facilities, and they've said yes. So it's going to cost us some money. Hopefully they don't take it out of our balance sheets. We've got a few loans coming to the end that we've already paid off, so I'm hoping that just get some more loans, Ben. All right, then away at Gillingham, they're in the darker blue. We're in the white and light blue, and let's see then. Will we get ourselves sort of level on points with top of the table Southend? And the first chance of the game is Welsh. Well, he ran forward and just said, I've given up with this run. I don't want to run any longer. As Holness meets it. Our defence is probably a bit of an issue. As I said before, last episode I think it was, we don't keep a great amount of clean sheets, which is not ideal, as Otadal flicks onto Rogers, but when you score goals like that on a regular basis, who needs clean sheets? I think we've probably scored the most amount of goals in the league. Can we check that quickly as this goal goes on in the background? It doesn't let me show anymore, but our goal difference not as good as Southend's, but I would predict we've probably scored more goals. Otadal there with a lovely, that is a really nice goal. Big man, little man, cardboard box. And 1-0, 5 minutes in. I really liked that. That just looked really cool. Well, the perfect start to the game, and that's good. As you can see there on the league table, 63 goals for us, 57 for them. So we're in a good spot. It's Gillingham on the ball here as they look to get an attack of their own. But so far, we've done all right defensively. Can we continue that? Delaney's in a little bit of space. Plays it to Aspinall. Oh, wow! What a shot! What a goal! That was an absolute banger. Laid it off, and it first time into the top corner. I mean, I quite enjoyed that by Frank Aspinall. Let's see it again. You can see here, nice bit of work for him to hold up the play, bring others into it. Then it touches down by Delaney, and then, oh my! That's pretty I don't even care. I'm just pleased I got to see it. And I've got a free kick now. We could be in all sorts of bother as it goes in. What is going on? I hate turning this on. This season it's been a nightmare. Delaney puts it in. I mean, he hits this with the force of a. They just have spectacular finishes, and that was pretty outrageous. I'm not going to lie. That was. All right. As we get to half time, it's been a weird half. We started off looking really good, and then ever since that moment, it seems to have gone a bit backwards. I'm going to certainly say, show me something else in the second half, and I'm actually going to go to a more standard approach. We're going to come off control and not try and work it quite as much. Our midfield aren't playing so well, and that's obvious. I'm tempted to make a couple of changes, really. I think Cousins in for Holmes in the middle. That's all we'll do. Free kick, McDonald on it. He's miles out, and that is not his best work, and that's going to give them a chance to counter as well. We've got lots of players back, though, and if we win this back on a counter press, we might be able to set something of our own going forward, and we do eventually win it back. Holness with Welsh combined, and now Rodgers played through, and you can see Altidal in the middle. He wants it. He's found, and he scores. Of course he does. 2-2, back in the game. Now, can we push for a winner? I'd like to think the Gillingham manager said it's over, and, well, he's been punished for it. Ball goes for us. Patty Rodgers getting on it like a man possessed, and then there's Altidal slotted in from close range. That's what you like to see. And our fans are wearing a variety of colours behind the goal, if they are indeed our fans. Half an hour left to go. Is there going to be a winner in this game? It's a chance for us. Welsh on this left-hand side. He ricochets it off the defender. Played in. Lawrence Smith. Oh, my word. I said Leon Smith. Pat Rodgers with a chance as well. Cousins, is he offside? Oh, chances galore. Lawrence Smith with an almighty shot from outside the box. It's McDonald now with a corner. Plays it in. It's cleared. And Cullen will bring it forward. Delaney's there as well. And they're flooding forward here. We're going to have to win this back sooner rather than later. Aspinall scored that fantastic goal. Doesn't score this time, though. Fitzpatrick turns it behind. McDonald is struggling with 20 minutes to go. I don't really have... Collier, actually, no, Collier can come on. And him and Stevie Foster will just change them around so they're both a little happier with the way they're playing. I might go attacking here. 10 minutes to go away from home. It'll be a great opportunity to get level on points with Southend. So we're going to push for this. Why not? Will there be a final moment of magic? 3 minutes of injury time. I don't think it's going to happen. Well, after being... a funny game, really. Not that many highlights in the second half, other than the goals. There wasn't that many chances going on. But there we are, 2-2. And... this always happens, but luckily for us, you've done brilliantly to salvage a draw. I'm not going to say that. Not good enough. We should be winning that. They look motivated. And since that Chelsea game, our form has wavered a little bit. As you've seen, a few defeats in there. Plymouth coming up, though. Great chance to get into the third round and maybe getting ourselves another big tie. Right then, I always do that. The second match of today's one episode. Fitzpatrick in goal then. Wolfenden, Murray, Holness and Welsh at the back. Smith, Holmes and Foster in the centre. Burgess comes in as well. I've dropped Holmes a little bit further back to play alongside Foster. We've taken McDonald out, who had a weird game last game. Burgess comes in to play alongside Altidal and Rodgers in that triangle, and hopefully he'll be the key man. I did think, because of his age, he'd be declining a little quicker than this, but he seems to be improving in some areas. Obviously, physicals are likely to come down, but at 33, still got plenty left in the tank, so we continue with him. Come on then, boys, let's have it. Now, we looked at it before. Plymouth have lost 3 of their last 5 games. Let's pile it on in terms of misery. I love that. Pile on the misery. All right, we are in the blue. They are in the green, and we are away from home, so we didn't have to travel too far, just along the south coast. Not too bad. Now, because they're not doing so well, and they're one of the weaker sides in League 2, I'm hoping, actually, we get a bit of confidence from this game. After recent form's been a little bit iffy, I want a big win, an emphatic win to bounce back to, and then hopefully, as I say, progress to the next round of the competition. We got quite an easy tie compared to some of the other sides. So let's see if we can do it, as we're working this relatively nicely. Smith anchoring things. Stevie Foster. Burgess is there as well. Finds Altidal, who looked offside to me, and he's been given offside. But it's nice to see us have a chance quite early on. And we're just under 7 minutes in, and Plymouth now with a chance to bring this forward. Ball played into the centre. I don't really understand. We're 1-0 down. It's their first shot of the game. We're going to win 5-1. This pretend football that Plymouth are playing. No. Okay, let's see. Can we build from the back? Nearly 15 minutes gone, and it's time for us to finally get a goal in this game, I feel like. Pat Rogers, he's got Altidale there, goes out wide, but I'm not concerned. The ball in's probably going to be decent. Finds Holmes down to Rogers. If we can get a shot off, we have to go back a little bit. Welsh and Smith have to combine. Stevie Foster, can we get it out wide again? I feel like we're going to have to if there's going to be a chance. It goes into Burgess, who's got a little bit of time and space. Welsh wants that. He's offside again. I mean, what has he stood there for? That's 2 now. Also, I was just goal hanging, quite literally. All right, half an hour gone. Still 1-0 Plymouth, and there's a temptation to come off control. Sometimes I feel like especially in recent games, it comes from not winning, I guess, that there's this need for me to change things, when actually we're not playing that badly. We just haven't scored. 65% of the possession, lots of shots. I think if we're dominating a game this much, in the second half, we should maybe attack it a little bit more. At half-time, we go in 1-0 down to Plymouth with it all to do. I want to get into the third round. This should be a gimme, if anything. It's unlucky, boys. Things haven't gone right for us. And yeah, let's change the mentality a little bit. Go slightly more attacking. Maybe not quite as fluid either. Let's go at them a little bit more direct, and see how we do. Right, come on, boys. Let's turn this around, please. I think we'd all like to see Thames in the third round, because our cup form recently has been pretty good. We've knocked out some of the big boys, so bring them on. As Plymouth build again. I was terrified we were going to give away a penalty. We've given away a few recently, but we got away with it. 43 fans have travelled to Plymouth. 43. Chance, anyway. Altidale in this wider position. I don't really know why he does that. Stevie Foster's there. Goes back to Smith, if you can play it across. Welsh. He's got Rogers there. Pat Rogers can't find an opening. The shot comes in. We're struggling here. Plymouth are holding it very tightly. They've got a very tight shape going on. It's Altidale with a strike. I think it's his own player. Manages to recover it, and they're going to get it away. You've got to feel like, though, on the balance of play, there's a goal coming here. Another chance, throw in, deep in their half. Altidale again, the first to receive it. Goes to Welsh, who's had a few chances this game, and finally puts one away. That left foot has been crying out for a goal. He finally gets one. 1-1. His first goal for the club. He's had about 4 shots in this game, it feels like. Again, you can see Altidale there, just with the hold-up play. I don't know why he's playing. I don't know why he does this, though. He comes out wide for some reason. And there's Welsh on that peach of a left foot. Plays it into the top corner. Beautiful. Is anyone else missing Troy Ashley-Moult, by the way? Does anyone else just wish he was around the place? I do quite miss him. Now I've seen a fullback score, I'm crying out for him. All right, deep in our own half here. We're going to have to work it out nicely. Hopefully a little bit more direct as it goes up towards Altidale. Doesn't win the knockdown, but we do recover the second ball. I don't really mind that. I think technically we're pretty good at doing that, generally speaking. As Welsh goes in, Altidale with a good chance doesn't score. There is a reliance on him to score goals in this team. Pat Rogers' team not having good games so far, and Ben Cousins is waiting in the wings, and I'm going to waste no time. I wasted a bit of time. Cousins is going to come on for Rogers. Can he make the breakthrough? There's a chance, but I think this is because I made a change. If Pat Rogers scores, I'll keep him on. That's what we'll say as well. Chance. Again, we're deep in their half, as we have been so often. Is it? Oh, it's a 2-footed lunge. It's a red card, straight red, and they're down to 10. Well, now, can we make them pay? That happened very quickly, viewers. I almost couldn't process it. With 6 minutes left to go, Collier's going to come on for Stevie Foster. Fresh legs in the centre. Can we find a breakthrough late on, or are we going to a pigging replay? Well, here we go. Not quite into added time. Ball played forward to Ben Cousins. He's got us in the middle, and Ben Cousins is there. He smashed it. Okay, it's offside. It's off. I think it hit Altidale and he's offside. Oh my word. No, but it says Ben Cousins was off, but we didn't get the goal. And now, with 2.5 minutes left to go, is there going to be a late twist in this game? Are Plymouth going to snatch victory after really, apart from their goal, they've not even been in this at all. We've been most unlucky. We win it back though. Altidale now, can we create a break? It goes towards Cousins, who doesn't get it. But now, can we put the pressure on? Oh, we can! Burgess! Oh, he smashes it in! A late goal for Thames! And we get the 2-1 win. Well, we're 2-1 in the lead. There's minutes to go yet. You can see here, though, we're pushing forward. It's a defensive mistake, though. You've got to feel for Plymouth. They're bottom of the table. And then that sort of thing happens. Burgess nips in, fires it into the corner of the net. And Thames look like they're going to have their name in the third round, while Plymouth... Oh, poor Plymouth. Hold on a moment. He's offside. Oh my. I don't know if he was offside. Viewers, by all means, go and check that. But they can't be doing that to me. We're well into the 3rd minute then and everything. That was horrifying. As it's played forward, you suspect it's over. And it is. I mean, we were dominating in the game. They had 1 shot on target. It was their bloody goal. They went down to 10. Scott Burgess in the 92nd minute. I love a late goal in this series, folks. I love one. What a comeback. Superb effort. I said at half time we could still win it, and we did. Does that make up for the the first game? I guess it does. I mean, we've had a nice moment, haven't we? This has been the season of late goals. It really has. And the best part about this is we get a little bit of moolah for it. 30 grand in the bank. But the big question is, are we going to get a big tie? I think the draw is on the Sunday. So, I mean, who do we want? Do we want... I mean, I want Chelsea again. I want revenge against Chelsea. I mean, I don't think that's very likely because there's so many teams we could get. But Chelsea would be great. I mean, it's Chelsea, isn't it? Or it's a home tie against like a League 1, League 2 team that we can beat. Right, here we go. There are lots of matches to be 64 teams in there, and we're one of them. Now, I'm going to go through Carlisle, Bradford. Oh, it's very early. Gillingham. It could be Gillingham. Well, I did say an easy game against someone of that nature would be perfect. Any massive games in there? Two teams looking to knock each other out? I can't see any of note, really. Any teams in there that aren't like predicted to be in there so far? Surely are playing Oxford. One of those teams will go through. On the other side, Hemel Hempstead are in there at the moment. There's a couple of others down there that could potentially create a bit of a shock. But yeah, Wrexham or Gillingham for us. That'll be the third round, and that might be the next time we meet as well, actually, thinking about it. I think it'll be in a couple of... We'll just continue to process that. I think it'll be at the start of January, as it so often is. It might well be teamed with a game against Carlisle. Let's see. I mean, to be fair, though, do I care about Carlisle anymore? That's the question. Yes, well, it's Wrexham, Gillingham. Maybe the Crew game. I think we were supposed to play Crew next, but that's been moved for some reason. So Wrexham or Gillingham and the Crew match halfway through January. I think that's what you can be expecting, and hopefully I'll see you for it. Hopefully our league form is still good from that point onwards, and we've got a whole December to come. So if you're looking forward to that and you enjoyed today's episode, do leave a like. Let's aim for 1,000 likes. If you want to see some more, subscribe to the channel. #scenes.